Hey, Frontline fans, welcome back to Comic Frontline. And fans, you're with me, Mike Spider Slayer, getting ready to bring you that all important comic book review. And today, fans, we're going to be talking about Spider-Verse, the Amazing Spider-Man issue number 3. Superior Spider-Man versus the Amazing Spider-Man. And my predictions on this issue was, will Spider-Man and Superior Spider-Man actually fight to see who's in charge of all the Spider-Man so they can set up a battle plan to go against the Inheritors? Well, we'll find out in a second. This book is written by Dan Slott, and the artwork is done by Oliver Coipel. I thought the artwork was really good in this issue. At times, it wasn't always the greatest, but it was solid artwork. For instance, facial expressions were kind of comical here. Here we get to see Superior Spider-Man with this crazy, cynical laugh, and then you get to see him in a serious, more actual facial expression. But he looks like a chipmunk, and he's kind of got buck teeth going on. Like, oh, hey, I'm Superior. So that was kind of weird there. But overall, the artwork was pretty good. There was good action sequences. A lot of things looked really realistic, and there was this really dark tone to this book that I feel. Once again, you get a lot more standing around within Spider-Verse. That seems to be the traditional thing that happens in this book. But there was a lot of battle plans going on in this particular issue again. So the artwork was good because in the second half of this issue, it goes based off of the 1960s Spider-Man, which I thought was really fun and a really good change of pace for the book when you're reading it, and it kind of lightens it up. Okay, so what did I think of this story? What was the story about? Okay, first off, if you're reading this book, guys, there is a lot of story here. So you might have to backtrack a lot. They try to fit in a lot within an issue, plus trying to promote some of the tie-ins that are going on in here as well. But just as I predicted before reading this issue, we get to see Superior Spider-Man and Peter wind up going face to face on a battle. And there were some comical moments in here where you just get Peter Parker just clocking Superior right in the face, because he's jabbering on. And you get to see some a good scene here with the other Spider-Man just watching and seeing what was going on. And one Spider-Man's like, fight, and Gwen's saying, oh, go get him, Pete. And then you get the other Spider-Man where he goes, well, which one's Pete? Or wait, they're both Pete. And the other one is just like 10 pounds on red and blue. So, and he's like, oh, I'll take a piece of that action. So it was good, lighthearted moments there in the beginning of the issue. But the battle, unfortunately for me, was quickly wrapped up. They made it a big thing that these two were going to fight against each other, but it was wrapped up within a couple of pages. And of course, a very predictable type of match is that you get Peter wind up being the one who's actually superior in this fight because, again, Superior Spider-Man can't kill Peter Parker because otherwise he would be erased, and then Superior Spider-Man would be erased as well, if you get that whole concept. So now you get to see the Inheritors in this particular issue, and they are discussing three critical pieces in here. With just three players that have appeared, and one is known as the Other, the one is known as the Bride, and the other one is known as the Scion. And what happened is they located one of the important pieces. We know who the Bride is, which is Silk, and you're not sure what Scion is. And the Other, I'm not sure what the Other is. Is it Spider-Man himself? But I think that's what it might be. So throughout the issue, you wind up getting a lot of standing around again, a lot of plotting of what's going to go on, and we get to see some good moments here with Peter really taking charge. At this point, he's telling Ultimate Spider-Man and younger version of himself, Spider-Man, to go and collect as many Spider-Man as you can as possible. Spider-Man, Gwen Stacy, Spider-Man, or Spider-Woman, and I think it was Arana, are teaming up to go behind enemy lines to gather more information. So that's what's going on in there. Throughout the book, though, you wind up finding out that they try to throw in a little bit of the tie-ins to get you a feel of what's happening with Scarlet Spiders and Spider-Woman, which I really don't felt that it really needed to fit. They threw in one panel here, one panel there, and it kind of clogged the issue a little bit for me, and I didn't enjoy that parts as much, even though they were a little bit comical, especially Spider-Man 2099's part. So they really tried to give you some good Spider moments in here. Another part was, again, 1960s, where Ultimate Spider-Man and younger version Spider-Man had to go out, and this was a really comical moment too, and they had to go out and try to find the Spider-Man in this world. And then you get to the climactic part of the issue, where you come across this Solace. He's supposedly the strongest one that there is of the inheritors. And we get to see that the safe zone has been breached. So now there is no more safe zone. And we get to see a cosmic Spider-Man. He's the one that's really kind of been the one that's been in charge, keeping everybody safe, and he is doing battle. He feels that he's the strongest one there is. His powers are limitless, and he can't battle anybody. He can battle anybody. And if you guys want to find out more about Cosmic Spider-Man and his background and his information, right now on my channel, Comic Book Corner 2.0, you guys can check out my Spidey's Classics review, and it's covering everything about Cosmic Spider-Man right now, so you guys can follow up on that. So you find out what Cosmic Spider-Man is trying to do, is trying to protect. And then they throw in the whole clone situation for one page, which clogs up the issue, and I wasn't a huge fan of that here. And then again, at the end, you wrap up the issue, and you wind up seeing Cosmic Spider-Man getting defeated here, which was totally unexpected. And I'm kind of upset about it because I really liked the character, and I felt that he would play a larger role in this, and I didn't think he would get defeated so quickly. But by the end of this issue, the last page, we find out who the Scion actually is. And what it is that Moreland winds up punching Mayday right in the face and winds up taking her brother, Ben. And he goes, the Scion is ours. And that's how it ends. And you have May going, oh, Benji, please, and that's how it ends. So, yes, I did give a lot away of the issue, but there was a lot to read in this issue. And to really get a true feel of this particular issue, you have to read it for yourself. There's a lot to read here. And I think that, in a way, it's a little bit of a downfall because they try to cram so much story in this book, plus a little bit of the tie-in information. You could find yourself a little bit lost. The artwork was a little bit, at times a little bit off, but for the most part it was solid. And I thought it was a good story, though. My problem is again, there was just not enough. I don't know if they were just trying to rush everything and fit everything in the issue, and I wish maybe they'll have more parts, but I just don't like how they're just trying to fit everything in here. It's just like, okay, we're going to have a quick battle with Superior Spider-Man and Amazing Spider-Man. Oh, here's what we're trying to get as the inheritors. Oh, I'm in charge now, so we're going to battle this. We're going to battle you. We're going to battle you. We're going to battle you. You go here, 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 here. Let's throw in the tie-in issues. Oh, let's capture this person. Let's capture this. But there's just so much going on. And again, as a reader, you might feel overwhelmed with this. Even though I truly understood what was going on here, I just felt that there was a lot to read in this one issue. Again, dialogue moments were really well done here, I thought. It was funny. The beginning was really funny. They tried to keep it a little bit lighthearted as the book went on. And then the ending was very exciting. Like, it really has me interested in what's going to happen at the end of this issue. I'm looking forward to part 4 here. So, guys, after reading this one, solid thought process here. I'm going to give this one a 4 out of 5. The last one I gave was a 3.5 out of 5. I enjoyed this one a little bit better, even though they cramped everything in. But I always feel that that's Dan Slott's, writing style, where it's just like balls to the walls. It's just like, we got to fit all this in here, and he tries to cram a lot in, and I've seen that a lot with his writing style. It doesn't take a moment to slow down the issues and feel emotional connections to your characters, really. And that's the only downfall that I really have about all this, even though there was good funny moments here. So, guys, again, after reading this, 4 out of 5 stars for me. Tell me your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think of Amazing Spider-Man issue number 11 and Spider-Verse as a whole up until this point? And fans, until the next comic book review, you can check out my own individual channel. Once again, Comic Book Corner 2.0. Check out all our great written articles on comicfrontline.com. And fans, this is Mike Spider Slayer signing off. Take care, fans. See you soon. Bye.